tomorrow because we've been having very cold temperatures. You guys, Nashville's been getting cold as well.
It has. It snowed there.
Yeah.
Two snowstorms in a row, yeah.
So it was kind of like it eased you into coming here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are working with some fun folks. We're with the O'Connor Band with Forrest and Kate. And Kate is a Webster Schrader grad, and her husband Forrest. You guys, it's a family band. Your dad is in it, his wife. You guys, what's that like working family together?
It's great because, you know, a lot of musicians don't get to tour with their significant other, let alone their entire family. So a lot of times, you know, if you're on the road, you feel very lonely and you're missing people, but we get to be with our family, which is very great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very lucky.
Yeah, and it's funny too because I, grew up listening to my dad's music. Even though I didn't play with him a lot growing up, we have some similar tendencies, and so he actually plays a little mandolin during the show.
Aww.
And it's funny when we're warming up, we'll play like the same licks, and stuff, even though we didn't, haven't really played together until this band, which just started a couple years ago. And so that's fun. I think we have, similar sensibilities, which is one of the reasons.
In the blood.
Band, yeah, why it works, yeah.
So the band started a couple years ago, and you've already won a Grammy. That's amazing, first off. I mean, your dad has been doing this for a while, but what was it like forming the band? How did that come up together to do that? Yeah,
well, my dad has had a Christmas tour for the last, we just did our 6th one this past December, and so that was like the first real professional performing experience I got was the first one in 2012, doing some really great theaters and stuff, and then a couple years after that, I met Kate and he met his wife Maggie. They were brought on to be part of it, and then it kind of just was born out of that. And Joe Smart, our guitarist, was doing the Christmas tour for a couple years too, and then Jeff Saunders was added on, and so that's how it started. Actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you guys are working with Zach Brown. You were working with him over Thanksgiving. How was that?
Yeah, it was incredible. He went into the studio with us and produced a few tracks on us, and it may end up being a full album or at least an EP. And yeah, we got to open up for him for 4 shows, and it looks like we'll be doing more this summer as well. And we had never played for audiences that big before, so that kind of energy for our style of music is really cool.
Prepared you well for the Grammys, I would say. That's a big audience, right?
Yeah.
So what's in the future coming up for you guys? I know you've got a show tonight at 8 o'clock at Kodak Hall, but what's coming up in the future for the O'Connor Band?
Yeah, well, we have probably a dozen more shows this spring, and kind of starting to coordinate everything with the opening slot for Zach this summer, kind of figuring out. He just announced his tour a couple days ago, so we're on a lot of those shows and figuring out the logistics there. And yeah, already, planning the next Christmas tour. It's a year-round thing.
We just wrapped up and we're already talking.
Yeah, already talking about the next one. Yeah. And so yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. It's a constant thing.
Yeah, but you guys had some fun time when you were here this week working at Webster Schrader and some other of the schools. What is that like to go into the schools and work with students?
Well, it's so great because it was Webster schools that got me interested in music in the first place. I don't know if I would have found the violin if it weren't offered. And so to go back and hopefully inspire some younger students into doing music, that would be great. And I was looking into my diary recently and saw that I had written that learning music I felt was giving me more confidence as a student in general. And so I wanted to bring that to the students when we visited.
Yeah, she's kind of a big deal around there, isn't she?
I think so, yeah. I got a little bit of that sense, yeah, going there.
Yeah. Hey, Forrest and Kate of the O'Connor Band, tonight, 8 o'clock, Kodak Hall.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
What we want to say to get folks to come and check you out, what would you say to them?
Well, we are almost sold out, but there's a few more tickets left, and it's going to be a great, high-energy, lots of variety show, so come on out.
Get those tickets. Well, all the information up on our website. Coming up, the Weekend Buzz, a look at what's happening along with these folks in town this weekend in the Rochester area.